Peace to the family. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Abdul Kul Tafalatat, Wabazon, Gama Farragoon, Shalil Kaloon. I am in the love of all, and all love is part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. And I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istunje ilaku. What's up? What's up? Peace to the fam. How y'all feeling today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please press 2 if you invited somebody. If you are on Instagram, please invite 2 people. If you're on Facebook, press 2 if you shared it to at least 2 groups or onto your page. Let's get it popping. Today's topic is about working together, discipline, and what was the other thing I said? Working together, discipline. What's the title? I forgot the title already. What up, Emily? What up, Priscilla? Jacqueline, Beth Johnson is in the building. What up, Key Miller? La Familia. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right? I'm OE Son, Team Taurus, and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Please state your city and state and what your team zodiac is, so I can give you a big shout out as Wizel. Let's see what's cracking. All right. What I say? Discipline. Team Detroit is in the building. How you feeling? Marquetta's in the building. What up, Rio? What did I say? Work, discipline. Did I say common sense? What's the title? Scorpio in London. How you feeling, Queen? I forgot the title, but I wanted to talk about, I had to say something about working together. Common sense. Discipline, common sense, and working together are worth more than money. Discipline, common sense, and working together are worth more than money. So let me help you, because a lot of people, what COVID hasn't affected is the amount of greediness that people have. Human beings are innately greedy. It goes all the way back to when humans were originally created and they wanted to be like God. That was being greedy. They couldn't settle for just being regular folks. No. Before Genesis, there's a before Genesis in the Bible. What up, Jalen? You definitely need to tune into this. There was, and make sure you just get in here, you press 2, share this with 2 people on Instagram, share this with at least 2 groups on Facebook. Before Genesis, pre-Genesis, God didn't make man in his own image. God, you just asked God for what you wanted and God gave it to you. That was it. It was just like simple as that. But then we was like, no, I want to be just like God. I want the responsibilities, the stress. I want the little children. I want all this other stuff. And God was like, nah. But we was greedy, and that was the problem all the way from the gate. Then all of a sudden, now we can't just ask and get. We got to go out here and work. Work was an abomination. So God was like, if you be like me, you have to work. Work was an abomination. It still is an abomination, but God is a worker. We were just built to receive, just catch it. This is not in the Bible. This is pre-Genesis, okay? So pre-time, pre-stars, pre-Earth, pre-Milky Way solar system, right? So our greed has been getting us in trouble a long time, right? So the coronavirus comes, 2020. People are still greedy, don't want to help other people, don't want to work together, and are really not using any common sense. So I was like, how could you improve if your common sense levels don't go up, your greediness stayed too high, your discipline is still low as all outdoors, your discipline is still low, and then you won't work together as a team. Bittering them up, backbiting, bitter, whatever, talking about other people. What up, Royal Blue? But why? So, common sense, discipline, and working together are worth more than money. So let's talk about discipline. If you don't have discipline, things just won't come to you. But we feel we are entitled. I want a discount. I want this. I want that. But when you lack discipline, your enemy or the sinister, I call it, the sinister will run up on you much easier when you lack discipline. When you have discipline, nobody really wants to try you. Like the FOI, they have discipline, like the discipline the dude over at the at the Queen in front of the castle, Buckingham Palace. They have discipline, so nobody tries them. But all of you, especially black people, you have no discipline, so you're always getting tried. The police will try you because you don't know, you ain't got no discipline. I'm gonna sit here on the phone. I know you ain't gonna grab me because I'm on my phone and I'm gonna keep talking. I can't fight. You know why people can't fight? Because fighting takes discipline to go train to learn how to fight. When you're learning how to fight, somebody normally is really talking to you really crazy. My daddy taught me discipline because my daddy used to talk real heavy-handed to me. Some people would say it was borderline verbal abuse. But it gave me discipline to know how to handle somebody talking to me any kind of way. You feel what I'm saying? Discipline makes things easier. Organize your life, plan your work, work your plan. Gung fu. Absolutely. So when you lack discipline, the sinister, is so much easier for him to penetrate, get you off your square, frustrate you mentally like Muhammad Ali. It's like the sinister or whoever you want to call him, took Muhammad Ali's game plan and now is just working on you. He got in your head. You have no discipline. And now he's rocking you to sleep. Bop, 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 bop. Now, if you don't have any discipline and then your common sense meter is very low, you're done. You're like already locked up. Just tell him to hold the car door open and you jump in the back seat of the police car. Tell him I'll just take the handcuffs and put them on myself, or I'll just put the gun to my own head. Because I don't have discipline and I don't have common sense, but you're still greedy. You're still greedy. That's what I see when I see people who march. I'm not going to put a lot of time on this, but when you're marching and shouting at people, Black Lives Matter, blah, 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 blah. You ain't got no discipline. You ain't got no common sense. And you've already been hoodwinked because you sheeple. You just going out there and somebody just sheeping you. Team Libra, New Orleans. What up, Tanya? How you doing, Queen? Kandaka said, oh my God, I literally just said this and said, you're the main person that would back me up. Spirit be knowing. Spirit do be knowing. So you're down here marching or hollering at somebody with no discipline, no common sense, and you're greedy. We're going to call you, the new name is TAO. Ooh, no, that's still Dow. But for you, that's called taking advantage of. Or you a simp, S-I-M-P. Because simp is male and female. If you don't have discipline, you lack common sense, you won't work together, but you greedy, you a simp. We just came up with the definition of simp. Ain't that something? I always had different definitions, but since everybody's making up stuff, I can make up one too. And it's a lot of millions and millions of simps out here. Millions, male and female. Oh my God. So what happens when you won't work together? See, that's how you know that's like the three devils. No common sense, no discipline, won't work together. But if you got common sense and you got discipline, then you will attract other people that you can work with. Now, probably since my birthday in May, I've been working with people, like helping them pool their resources, peep different ways, of how money operates, work together, I thought I was trying to build a Black Wall Street. But then this morning I realized that Black Wall Street, that's what I should have titled this. Black Wall Street, the formula was not buy black. That's stupid too. Buy black is stupid. I'm just going to buy from you because you black. Customer service don't matter. Black Wall Street was because families worked together. So I just want to say it, just really plain and simple. You niggas are not going to have a Black Wall Street because y'all can't work together. Even those who are saying, I'm going to teach you how to do real estate, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You can't work together. I only know I know of a handful of black people who can work together, who I would even love to work with because they have common sense, they have discipline, and they already have a team. When you look out here and you want to see who you should be rocking with, do they already have a team? And are you a team player? Are you a team player yourself? Now, if this is making any sense to anyone on a scale of 1 to 10, just let me know right now. So how much of this is what I'm saying are you picking up what I'm putting down? So if you don't understand what I'm saying, please press 0 or 1. And if you're catching what I'm putting down, please give me another number. Let me see what you got going on. What up, Josephus? So for those of you who are just coming in, please press 2. My name is Oye's son, formerly known as Coach Khayr. I'm Team Taurus. I'm your favorite astrologer, and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm just letting you know that there will be no Black Wall Street because black people don't know how to work together. Black people don't use common sense, and black people don't have discipline. So there will not be a Black Wall Street. That's what made a Black Wall Street work. A Black Wall Street worked because you working together with common sense and discipline made you rich. It was worth more than money. You became a what? Force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with when you work together with common sense and discipline. When you won't work together, you don't have common sense and you don't have discipline, you a simp. S-I-M-P. Now here's the worst kind of simp in my opinion, because I'm opinionated. The worst kind of simp is a conscious simp. Oh my God. And that's really what the conscious community has become. It's become a community of conscious simps who use the word, I'm woke, wake up somebody else, woo wop, woo wop, woo wop. Bro, you're not woke if you don't have common sense, discipline, and you can work with other people. You're willing to work with others. You're not woke. You're still divided. The epitome of woke and money is working together. The Jews will always be in charge and be ahead of black people because they know how to work together. I would love to say, what up, T? How you feeling, Queen? I would love to say, Carly, I would love to say that black folks have got their stuff together. But they don't. They don't. But they will continually mouth that they are trying to get their stuff together. So I'm going to give a big shout out to my teacher. Listen, my teacher says he wants you to do 3 things. Be enlightened, which is your spiritual practice. Be on that bad boy with some discipline. Have amazing sex and be open to pleasure. This is a whole nother topic. And then become billionaires. I don't know of any other person outside of myself and Mitchell Earl Gibson and Kathy Ann Gibson that's talking about these 3 things. Enlightenment, marvelous pleasures and sex, and billions of dollars. And then the crazy part is, why is it so hard for someone to comprehend these 3 things as being feasible? These 3 things should be like, I can see this. Oh, I can see this. Oh man. Asante said, too many people looking out for self. Now, what does that mean? Too many people looking out for self? Because everyone is not going to practice common sense, discipline, and working together. It's not going to happen. But whoever does it is going to do what? They're going to be the one that comes up. They're going to be the one that run things. They're going to have the most money. They're going to have the most influence. They're going to have the most pull. If I got the most discipline, I got the most common sense, and my squad works together, I'm going to have the most pull. And then the money is going to come to me and my crew. It's going to be so much money, it's going to have to spread out through the crew. Some people was talking about the Susu. A lot of people, oh, the Susu don't work. So I'm at the barbershop the other day, right? But let me just back up a little bit. I set up my business and my LLC 2 years ago like I was supposed to. Working with people. Listening. The SBA COVID relief money came. They gave me a nice piece. Way more than what I was like, man, if I get 5,000, who's going to be lovely? They gave me way more than that. I was like, ooh, for one LLC, let me do the other LLC. So I was like, man, I want to open a bookstore. Then I was looking at the bookstore. I was like, I want to do some aquaponics on top of the bookstore, on top of this old grocery store. I want to grow food. So I go and I'm getting my beard trimmed up from the barber. I say, yo, who owns that old grocery store? I wouldn't mind trying to go in with a couple of people and buying it. You know what he said? He said, have you ever heard of Susu? I was like, yeah, I know what a Susu is. He says, yeah, the Arab Susu, they own that. So they're not interested in selling it to you. I say, what? He said, no. He said, they're not interested in selling it. They don't need to. They can just sit on it for, it's been vacant for 6 years. Somebody's been paying taxes or whatever on it for 6 years and it's still sitting there. And he said, Susu, they collectively own it. So they collectively splitting the rent. So they don't have to give it to you. They don't have to rent it to you. They wait for the right situation. They don't care because they are in power. Everybody always talking about they want power, but they really don't do powerful stuff. You ain't gonna practice common sense, no discipline, don't work together. And then when you start working together, you're working together without the common sense, and with, but you're only disciplined to like not think for yourself. James Smith is like Baba Clinton said, we are more powerful than we are. We are more powerful when we all network together. Big shouts out to Baba Kalinde, absolutely. So why are these people, like why do people not have discipline and common sense and work together? What do you think? Please type one of the reasons why you think black people specifically won't work together, don't have discipline, and don't use common sense. Now, this is not all black people, just most of them. A few black people that work together. A few black people have common sense. And some black people have discipline. But the majority do not. T. Barton said fear. Cannabis Fairy, what up, Queen? Why do you think? Trust, Raquel, trust what? What does that mean? Tanya said, fear of what? T. Barton and Tanya Freeman, fear of what? Everett said, greedy. Why are we so greedy? Alana, distrusting what? Melissa says, being conditioned. Melissa, you a therapist. Being conditioned not to use common sense. I like that one. James Smith said, maybe it's trust. Royal Blue Potion said, brainwashed. So if somebody brainwashed, and you know you got brainwashed, but all of y'all who can tell why, how did you get past the fear, or how did you get past the brainwashing? See, if you know the answer, then you obviously you come in, you got past it. What up, Trippy? How you feeling? We always want the fast money. Trust issues. We don't trust one another, and we'll bring the same energy and effort. Bianca says survival mode. Why are we getting in survival mode? The thing is, why can't we get past fear, trust issues, and survival mode? We have been indoctrinated with destruction. But why can't I change my indoctrination? How many of y'all, Willie Lynch, everybody's saying something about the past. Here's another thing. When do we start moving towards the future? If we know if you all agree that we need discipline, common sense, and working together, then why don't we have other smaller pockets of people who work together to grow in power, be a force to be reckoned with, and get big money and have pleasure? I see you, Team Leo. What up, Shanika? We're talking about common sense, discipline, and working together are worth more than money. That's today's topic. Can somebody type that out in Instagram so I could pin it? Raquel said, we can get past it with the right people. My life changed once I started moving with the right people, using my intuition to guide me. Most don't trust ourselves, Cassie says. Everyone wants to be the teacher and no students. These are all valid. Like, most don't trust ourselves. Cassie, that's really good. Everyone wants to be a leader, don't know how to lead themselves first. Ooh. Tanya, are you talking about women or men? Are you talking about women or men, Tanya? Or are you talking about black folks? Which one? Because I got to be specific. Because sometimes somebody might be throwing some light shade. You know what I'm saying? They might have been talking about men, but they didn't put men out there. Because in order for this to happen, men have the certain thing that they have to do that involves common sense, discipline, and working together. And women, y'all have to do certain things with common sense, discipline, and working together. I think women are the worst. I think women are the worst when it comes to working together because y'all so catty. Y'all can get to be so petty. Y'all operate out of lack more than men do. And then you use more excuses than men do. You use more excuses. Like I said, you're catty against one another. You know what I'm saying? Like you broadcast your own discrepancies between women. You know what I'm saying? Like you hold grudges longer than men do. So men, now we have our stuff that we need to work on too. Our discipline as far as holding to our ground and common sense when we run into situations, you know what I'm saying, where somebody's bluffing. A lot of women are bluffing, men. A lot of women are bluffing and they're playing your common sense. So a lot of the common sense issues that men have is because of the games that we have played willingly for sex with women. Women have played this game that has made our common sense factor go smaller as males. Yeah. And then when a woman who's not a visionary, a woman who can't see the vision, she has no common sense. If she can't see the long picture, the big game, and hold on to it as a visionary, then her common sense meter is very, very low. If she's playing a game with a man in a relationship about sex or children or money, then her vision is very narrow and her common sense is low. If the man participates back with her, then it's the exact same thing. So there'll be no Black Wall Street, because if black man and black woman can't get together and have black family, and then one black family work with another black family and work with another black family and work with another black family, there'll be no Black Wall Street. These are facts. Please share if you just got here. Can y'all just press 2 if you just got here? What up, Yala? Monica's in the building. What up, Zuri? These are just regular facts I'm talking right here. I'm not lack of self-mastery. Self-mastery it was in the love of all. Absolutely. All my niggas solid though. Cannabis Fairy said all her niggas is solid. Cannabis Fairy, how many niggas do you got? That's good. Don't answer that in public. But if you got more than one, now that's the true soldier. When you the true family member, a candidate for forming a family is when somebody can make a statement and say, all my niggas are straight. This is a sister saying, y'all, all my niggas are straight. We ready to work together. I got all of them in line. And the man can be like, all the women I'm dealing with, they straight. We ready to work together, get them in line. But then they start breaking down because you operate out of lack. Men like risking things. Women have been pulled out of their common sense zone into this entire, I'm going to give birth to more fear. I'm going to give birth to more fear. She said niggas are females too. LL. She from Oakland, y'all. She from Cali, so I feel what she's saying. So here's the story of this right here, right? This is my new recent discovery. I go to McDonald's the other day because I want a fish sandwich and french fries. Extra tartar sauce and extra onions, right? So I go into, I don't wear a mask. Public, in the house. Unless I'm flying, then I gotta wear one. I go in McDonald's and she says, "Where's your mask at, sir?" Now there's one man working in McDonald's. He's a young boy. Everything else in there is women and they have masks on. And I'm going to explain something about the mask real quick too. Deck Life 44, what up? What's today's card? Run me them numbers real fast. So I see all these women in here, and McDonald's is a part of the American culture. It's older than hip hop. And everybody who works in McDonald's grew up on hip hop. So now McDonald's has become a hip hop icon. Watch where I'm going now. And it's run by 98% women who are working in there, still getting paper checks. They were giving out paper checks to the employees. I was like, who's still getting paper checks in 2020? All my money digital, right? So then I said, what's the biggest fear during, for women in relationships? Getting pregnant and being abandoned by the man and having to raise the child by themselves and them not being able to exercise the freedoms and liberties that they want to exercise. That's the biggest fear. So they say, if I don't get pregnant, then I don't have to worry about that. And then if I do get pregnant, I'm going to go have an abortion because that's the number one option. The Democrats put Planned Parenthood in the hood so more sisters could have abortions. Listen, she has an abortion because she's afraid of being pregnant. She's afraid of and she's not afraid of bringing life through. Women now are treating the life force that comes in as something to catch. They're treating pregnant and life force and family like a cold. Well, I want to avoid the cold. I'm in my 30s right now. I ain't got time for having no kids. I gotta go do all of this. I gotta go do all that. I ain't got time. Okay, but then at your highest peak of of the time when you're the most fertile, you're saying I'm gonna just delay this until later, right? So the senator comes up with COVID, the scamdemic, and says, hey, if I can make black women who work at McDonald's more scared and more obedient to wear masks, when black men come in, we'll just do what we see black women doing. Tupac, I get it from she get it from her mama. Tupac said, I got my name and my game from a woman. So whatever the black woman is doing on every level, especially at McDonald's, at every airport in the United States, all the black women are wearing masks, which is a sign of fear. Now, quick pop question, where do women carry fear and trauma at in their bodies? And where do men carry fear and trauma at in their bodies? This is a Tantra question. Where do men carry, what up, Chocolate Aquaman, peace to Houston in the building. I see After the Threesome is in the building. Where do women carry fear and trauma in the body? What up, Samantha? And where do men carry fear and trauma at in the body? Let's see who's going to get this one right here. Tina McNeil Pitts is in the building. Does anybody know? Key Miller got it right. Women carry fear and fear and trauma in the womb. Okay? Now, where do men carry it at? Men have a womb too, but they don't carry it there. This may be new for some of you, but men have a womb. No, men don't carry it in the gut. They don't carry it in the root. One more guess. Jordan, what up? That's right, Tanya. Men carry it in the heart. When women carry it in the womb, men carry it in the heart. So when we see that you all are carrying fear around, because it's like the mask sends out a message It's the same thing as if you walk around with your breast out and don't say anything. If you walk around with your breast out and put tape over your mouth, your body language is communicating. If you walk around barefoot and long hair and don't shave, your body language is communicating something. Right? So when you wear a mask, you're communicating something without even moving your mouth. I am afraid, not I'm being safe, I'm afraid because everybody else is afraid, and I'm doing it because most everybody else is doing it. And I'm going to look at the person who doesn't have on the mask. I'm going to look at them like they're funny. If you just got here, please press 2 and share the video. Thank you so much. Identify yourself, what team Zodiac you are, and what city and state. I'm OY's son, Team Taurus, and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, if I look at the women in McDonald's and see that they all have masks on and want me to wear a mask, so I go back out to the car. I keep a mask on me because I got things to do, and I still want to fly. I go outside, I put my mask on just like this. I put my mask on like this, and I came back inside, and she said, "Can I have your order? How can I help you?" Now, because I put on the mask just like this. This is if I go anywhere, and when I'm in the airport, I don't wear it. I wait till I get on the plane, sit down, and then I go about right here. That's it. I'll never cover my nose with a mask. They can forget that. I put it on my chin. She didn't have no common sense whatsoever. And the manager and everybody else looked at me and was like, "Oh, he's compliant now." How is this protecting me? The smartest thing I see people doing is this one right here. This one is the funniest. I need to protect my third eye from the foolishness. This is how I should start making my videos. Stop contaminating my third eye. Y'all out here with the foolishness. My battery is about to go dead. That's beard cover. Absolutely. That's that beard cover. But it need to be up here. Not because I don't want y'all infecting my third eye. But you see how crazy that is? No common sense, no discipline, and we won't work together. So please, start using a little more common sense, a little more discipline, and let's start working together, because that's worth more than money. What up, Noble Jules? Right. Comments, questions, feedback for anybody? My battery's dying. I got some readings to go do. Some money to check on. Ow. Booties to smack. That's a joke. Scorpio, Team Scorpio, Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, I told them I'm not wearing a mask, period. Said the same thing to the people at Walmart and Kroger. I said it's against my beliefs. Did they let you in or did they refuse service? Interesting. See, I need the stuff when I'm going somewhere. I need to go in there and get it. So I don't want to press it too hard. Just let me go in there and get what I got. And plus, this right here for Walmart is just to get in the door. Once you get in Walmart and take it off, nobody says nothing to you. That's the other part. Acacia, I gotta talk to you. Yes, there's been developments on the Detroit Psychedelic Conference. Absolutely. I haven't had to say a word. I have a just in case they want to act up mask. Absolutely. Blessings. Miss you. Let's connect. I see you, Team Noble. You know where I'm at. You can't come over here wearing no mask though. Don't try to. Nobody talk about let's connect and you out here wearing a mask. Oh, man, please. No. You cannot come around. If you're wearing a mask, you telling me that you ain't using common sense and that you lacking discipline and that you working with them. You working with the feds. You working with them boys. No, that's not me. Thank y'all so much for joining. Thank you so much for sharing. What up, mother? Everett said Team Pisces in the Bronx. I ship at the airport last week. A guy said I shouldn't help you because I'm not wearing a mask. He still took my package. Right. An imbecile. Yes, there are developments. Just be easy. Just be easy. Let me go talk to Acacia, check on something. We still having it. Everybody relax. But I just seen Acacia. She's hard to catch up with. Are you in Jersey? Okay. You ain't chasing no tail, is you? You better be in a relationship. So look, what I would do is go over to the KINetwork.com, put your phone number in, put your email address in, put your name in, so you can keep up with all the updates. Fear, lowering the vibration, is more than the fake virus. No, the fake virus goes with it. Now, the virus ain't all the way fake, because you can create the conditions for you to catch what's out there. You can heal yourself too. What? Who has time to follow adults around and make sure they keep their mask on? Why don't you go to a COVID ward in the hospital and not wear a mask? I don't need to go to the hospital for nothing. And they're not going to let me in the hospital because there's nothing wrong with me. That's the best thing about hospitals. They looking at me like, sir, you fine. We already have artificial intelligence has identified you as one of the people that can't get sick, won't wear a mask. If you walk through here, you're going to start doing Reiki and healing people in the COVID. You're going to start giving them the gas. You're going to start giving them the chloride in the water. You're going to start praying for people. You're going to start meditating with people. You're going to start doing magic. So they're not going to let me. It's impossible for me to get into a hospital. You know, when somebody says, why don't you just go to COVID? I go anywhere without a mask. I feel like it. If I ain't going to get thrown in jail and have to be dealing with the police, it's not that serious to me. I can go through this transmission and get to anybody I want to get to who wants to listen. Yeah, absolutely. So, the KINetwork.com, put your name, your phone number, your email in so you can keep up to date on what's going on with the Detroit Psychedelic Conference. It's going to be bananas. And let's go ahead and get our big prayer on. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Anabakoa, Gijala, Kimenka, Tatil Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nahagibor, the Shea Yakadeka, Kavava Shamran, Barkum Taram, Rakame, Tazika Taka, Tamid Gamlin, Kasim Kadosh, Baru, Tufka, Nahel Ladateka, Yakit Gehel, Amchapanez, or Craig Katushka Taka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Bruk Shem, Kavomakuto, Lalam Vaed. Ow! Thanks everybody for joining. Yeah, they didn't let me in the hospital. I'll be in and healed everybody. Everybody be having an orgasm. Ain't nobody in the COVID ward or the hospital having no orgasm. I'm going to go in there and talk about let's masturbate. Men, this is how you should be becoming the self-pleasure without ejaculation. Women, this is how you can self-pleasure and have multiple orgasms while you're laying here in the bed. I'm going to be walking in there with lubricant in the hospital talking about let's get some orgasms popping. Because that's what I really want to ask is people that's in the COVID ward, or if you're wearing a mask, when's the last time you had an orgasm? The mask is affecting your orgasms. Who playing with that? Miss J, if you'd like to be a vendor at the Detroit Psychedelic Conference, please go to the site and click on, I think, buy tickets, and up under that there's a drop down for vendor application. Yes. God by Designs Creation. What up? What up? Well, that'll be me for the day, fam. Thank y'all so much for joining and giving me your time. Let me get this off my chest. Let's work together. We need discipline, working together, and common sense in order to have Black Wall Street. It's more important than money. Okay? Working together as black families, common sense and discipline is more important than the money. You'll never have the money, you'll never have Black Wall Street again if you can't learn to work together with discipline and common sense. That's just the facts. But you can have Black Wall Street if you have common sense, discipline, and you're willing to work together, and you work together with some people you know, like, and trust. Right. The Psychedelic Conference. How can we tune in virtually? You can't. It's be a nightmare to try to tune in. Because it's something different than anything you've ever done before. This conference, nobody's ever done anything like this. No black people have ever done a conference like what we're doing in Detroit for the psychedelic conference. You cannot video it because black people are used to just sitting in one room, sitting still all day, listening to like one speaker. So this is not going to be like this. There's going to be breakout rooms and workshops everywhere. So we're going to videotape it. We got like 9 cameras to videotape all the different speakers, right? And then maybe by mid-September, we'll have it on the KINetwork.com, and you'll be able to buy the whole thing and just watch the recording. Yes. Finding a place to stay is very easy. Very easy. Very easy. Yes. Yes. If you want to be there, you'll be there. It's not about nothing. Like if you have the money, then you can get there. That's that. And if you're really supposed to be there amongst the elite, then you'll be there. Oh. All right, family. Love y'all like cook food. We're gonna holler at y'all. If y'all got any more questions, just hit me on the DM. Peace.